The Constitution of India, Preamble. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact and give to ourselves this Constitution.
Welcome back, students. I hope you all are staying safe at home. Is it? Okay. So, we have completed our 7th chapter. Is it? And we have studied what is a programming. Is it? The 3 chapters which contains C++ programming, and the next section we have studied about HTML programming and also JavaScript. Is it? So, next we are going to discuss about how we can manage the data in server. Is it? We have studied how we can create a website and how we can, manage the data in a server system. Is it? Okay. So, you have heard about the record keeping and you have studied in accounts also. Is it? So, nowadays we are using the systems or we are depending the computer system to manage the data. Is it? You know what is data and information and records. Is it? So, how we can managing the records? Yes, using some softwares. So, mainly we are using the Excel. It is an application software. Is it? Using this package software we are maintaining the content. So, such systems is known as database management system. How we can manage the content. Is it? Why we are using such softwares? So, generally we are using such contents to, that is, avoid the copies of this data. Is it? And also to make the mechanism to protect our data. Is it? If you are storing with a password means we can securely save your contents. Or is it? So in traditional methods we have some problems. Is it? In Excel we have the different files and we have to create different sheets of data according to the operations or the data collections. Is it? So to avoid such difficulties we are going for the next level of software that is known as database management system. Okay, so why we are using that? So what is the advantage of the database management system? So in database management system, we have an organized collection of data. We can easily retrieve or save the contents. Okay, it will if one data you have entered means it will be accessing for different operations. Okay, and we can securely access that content. Clear? So database, what is the use of database? We are using to organize and arrange the contents to interrelate with different operations. Okay, and the such softwares we are using for this database management is which is using to manage such operations or such database is known as database management system. Okay, it is essential. Essentially, we have a set of programs and we are managing the data through some programs. Such programs is known as query languages. Okay. And next is why we are using this software to manage and to store, retrieve and manage the data. Okay, and here we have different set of database. We have different set of database management softwares. Okay, it will help you to manage the contents in the organizations or in school or in a company like that. Okay. And we are depending such softwares nowadays. And next, what is the advantages of DBMS? That is database management system. It generally controls the data redundancy. What is the data redundancy? The repetition of the data. Is it? It will controls the data repetition. Once you have saved the content means, that is if you have entered the informations about any employees or any school. We have entering the data of students, is it? So once you have entered, so we can manage the content with that data. Okay, we don't need of the copies of the contents. Clear? So that is the controlling data redundancy. And next one is data consistency. So in some time, if you are using the Excel sheets, if the class teacher is maintaining one data, if the subject teacher is maintaining another name, that is with your initial or a full name, they have entered the details. So it will make a problem of the original one, is it? So in database, if you have saved your content or your details once, will not create any copies. Okay, so that is known as data consistency. You can use the value very accurately. Another one is efficient data access. We can easily access your using by that particular table name or database name. You can easily access your content. And next one is data integrity. Once you have entered the data and you have checked all the details, means you will get an accurate data. So that is one, data integrity. And next one is data security. We have username and password method and the other options also. So it is very secure method in this software. Okay. And another one is, so the sharing of data, is it? So you can easily share the contents to those who have required the data and will not have create any copies or any error in that. Okay. And next one is enforcement of standards, which maintains the data in a particular standard so it has a particular structure to maintain the data, which shows in a particular table access and particular tables and other options. So it's have a particular standard to maintain the contents. And another one is crash recovery. So every software is the database management systems which has a backup solution also. Clear? So these are the main advantages of DBMS system. Clear? So study well, it is an important question. Okay students. Another one is the components of DBMS system. It is also an important question. The DBMS environment which has if you are setting a system or if you are setting a DBMS software in your company or any organization, means we have a main components here. You have to include these contents. That is, it is generally known as DBMS environment. Okay, so here you can see in a picture the main environment sections are hardware, software and software data, users and procedures. Okay, so in this picture you can see that how we have applied the content. So mainly we have the hardware, that means the systems, computer system. Okay, so first one is the hardware section, the computer systems and the printers, like that. Okay, and another one is the software, that is the DBMS systems. We have the different packages of the softwares. So we are installing such contents. And another one is the data. So mainly the data we have values which we are entering into this. So which will be maintained by a database administrator, or he will design a particular software. Clear? And main is we have saved the content. Okay, it will be saving in that particular software. And finally, we will go for that application programs. That means the software is available for the users, and this is the end users. So the program will be designed by the programmers. Clear? And we are installing the content, and finally the employees or the school management employees, like that, they will access the contents. Okay, so the database administrator, he will give the rules and procedure, how he needs that system. Okay, how he needs the procedure. For a hospital management system, it's a different one. For school management, it is different. Is it? So the administrator will give the instructions how he needs the software. Okay, so they will be installing the particular hardware and software which they require. Clear? So these are the main components of the database management system, and procedures how we can use the, and they will use the method to access the content using the username and password. Clear? So these are the main components, and another one is how they are accessing the data. Here you can see that. So the data will be, this is the data, each and every content, is it? And finally it will make us a record. You will get a correct information about it, is it? And these records are maintaining into a file. Okay, and finally if you need this content means it will be displaying as a record. Okay, each and every section, the admission number, name and badge, it is known as fields. Okay, that is data. Clear? So mainly we have in data, mainly we have three sections. First one is field, the single data which is known as fields, and another one is record, the collection of fields. Okay, and finally the third one is files, that means the collection of records. So these are the main components of a data organization in the DBMS system. Clear? And the next one is users. So mainly we have three users in this database system. The first one is database administrator. He will give the instructions and the procedure section how to develop a particular database system. That is a software for an organization. Okay, and he will insist the security section and the password and everything he is managing. This is the person who manages all the content. So he is known as database administrator. And another one is application programmers. They will use the programming language to develop a particular software. Okay, and this is known as sophisticated users. So they know the application, that is softwares, how to develop. They are using a particular programming language. Okay, and another one is name users. They are the end users which uses the query language. Using some query language, they can access the software. They are using the softwares. Okay, so name users are the end users who used to work with that. Clear? So this is also a main question. The different users in a database section. That is the database administrator who gives the instruction how to develop the software. Another one is application programmers. They help to develop the softwares. Another one is the end users who use the software. Clear? And the next one is the data abstraction and independence. The data abstraction means the arrangement of the data or the occurrence of data in a particular DBMS software. Okay, the software is known as DBMS, that is Database Management System. Data abstractions mean the arrangement or the occurrence of data in a particular database system. Okay, so mainly which has three levels. The first one is the physical level, that means the content which is saving in a particular section. Here you can see that the physical level, that means the data which is arranging in a system, that means which includes if it is integer data type means how many bytes it is occurring, the memory allocation of the data. Okay, and second section is logical level, how we are accessing the contents. That means we are creating the tables with particular operations. Clear? So how it is logically arranging in that. Clear? And the third one is the V level, the accessing method. The softwares which we are using that, so we can use by that admission number badge. If you want to know in details of the student names, you can access through that admission number. So that is the third level we are using. Clear? So mainly we have the three levels. The abstraction, that is the abstractions of data. How the data is occurring in a particular software. Clear? The first one is physical, second one is logical level, and third one is the view level. Here is the end users they are using. Okay. So these are the main content of data abstractions. And another one is data independence. What is that? So once you have entered the data in a software, sometimes you have to change the logical sections. Okay. So that sections is known as schemas, that is the rules. So if you want to change its arrangements means you can change. So the ability to modify the schema definition, that is the data structure, without affecting the next higher level is known as data independence. Okay. That is the data types and contents we are changing in this. Okay. So that is known as physical level data independence. And next one is logical data independence. That means without affecting the physical level, we are changing the structure in logical level. Okay. So this is also an important question. Okay. So that is the data independence. Without affecting the any higher level, we can change the data structure in the database system. Okay. So these are the contents we are discussing today. Okay. So database management system, it is an application software. We are using the to manage the data. Clear? So you will be know about that Tally software and LibreOffice base. Is it? It is in sample sections, and these database systems we are using in higher organizations. Clear? So these are the contents. Study well. Our exams are coming. So make it that. Clear, students? We'll see you in that.